It's XCOM2. Welcome back, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. You might have noticed something at the end of the last episode. I certainly did, which is why we're starting in the bar today. The poster of Reed has been replaced. The poster of Reed is now a poster of Kalani. Tastes on the Avenger have finally moved on from having pictures of Reed everywhere. I'm wondering if, was it the, no, it wasn't the Proving Ground, what, was it the Kalani's in the Tactics School too. Who's in the Engineering Bay?
Commander?
Oh, she's got an Exalt person up there. Oh no, wait, no, that's a picture of Troll Pants when they were captured. Wow, Shen, you've got some... Yeah, it is, it's a picture of Troll Pants from way back when they were captured. Okay, Shen, you and your engineering staff, you know, at least you know what you're into. Anyway, Troll Pants is up here too. Well, alright. Alright. Fair enough. Today, moving swiftly on, today we are sabotaging a transmitter? Sabotaging a transmitter? We're in Brazil to sabotage a transmitter for Operation Zero Scream. We've got another enemy unknown in the mix here, and Exalt are going to show up again. But this is quite an important one for us. It counters the Dark Event Exalt Research genetic combat chips, so anything that makes Exalt more powerful is the opposite of what I want. So, yeah, let's get after it. It's gonna be a mission in a slum. Wow, I was totally expecting a sewer. I am pleasantly surprised. I was so ready for a sewer. But no sewer. So, hey, take what you're given, right? Shield Bearer, Purifier, Heavy Mech. Don't know what the enemy unknown is. Codex is. I think we can probably afford to give Kurog another go on this one. Sitting on 12 hit points. Should be fine. I think do we keep Gwen in the mix here, or do we want to field Zed or maybe Arc Enemy? Try and get them... Well, but now, this is the overwhelming problem, isn't it? Zed and Arc Enemy are in the less than luxurious position of not having Fanfire. And Fanfire, like, you know, whenever we see a ruler, for example, Fanfire is just so valuable. So, you know, kind of sucks. Especially when we're at a point where, like, killing the rulers is entirely realistic. So I guess we'll go without, and Gwen can remain for this one. Probably gonna go with an assault infantry. I don't know if I want to bring Goonstone actually. Now that I think about it, I'm more inclined to go with, say, a sapper. Oh wait, Kalani's a sapper. We'll keep Kalani on the field. We'll drop, and then we'll go for which combat engineer between Giga and Athos is closer to Colonel. So Giga's on 120, Athos is 121. Wow, clinched it. Athos it is. I think this is going to be the squad though, so give me a minute, and when we come back they'll all be wearing some wonderful items to take the fight downtown with. See you in a sec. And we are back with pretty standard fare all across the board, to be honest with you. Hawks is going to run the AP rounds. I've switched out the acid bomb for the Inferno bomb with Kalani there, simply because of the skill that we picked up with Kalani last time, Burnout. And that's about it, honestly. Shredstorm Cannon again with the Blaster Gauntlet on Athos there. Yeah. Not much more to say. All that's left to do is get down on the ground for Operation Zero Scream to sabotage ourselves a transmitter. We've got Gwen, Kurog, Hawks, Athos, Kalani, and Rymir on this one. Down in Brazil. On the first slums map I think we've seen in a little while.
Squad green to deploy.
Here we go now. It's always a little bit spooky when you're quite late into the campaign and enemy unknown appears in the Shadow Chamber list as well. Last time we saw our first Venator, and Kurog promptly wasted it. We learned that it can teleport to and fro. It'll do something called feedback, which is just an area of effect psionic attack. And we didn't see it, but we saw in its ability list that it can also do a one action stun in an area as well. Oh, and it totally explodes when it dies. Totally. All the best enemies explode when they die. Purifiers. I hate purifiers. Actually, I take that back. I don't hate purifiers. I actually think they're quite a good enemy, especially considering they're a base game enemy. Well, they're base game 2, War of the Chosen.
Operation, our friends in the Resistance picked up readings from a massive psionic transmitter Advent just deployed in this area.
But an enemy that can elicit the reaction from me, I hate that enemy, is actually probably a good enemy.
Catastrophic outages across the region. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
The place is called Roach Point. Let's see any horses on the rooftops.
Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
We've somehow dropped into a building, apparently. Okay, that's fine. And we aren't terribly far away. It looks like there's quite a bit of high ground between us and our objective as well, which is always nice to see. So we'll head out of this doorway and hopefully don't cause something to immediately activate on us like happened on the last mission, although that's so unfortunate. Fine, we won't go through that door. We'll go through this one. That's more like it. Okay. And it looks like we've also got the old motorway running across the top there too. So, actually, there's... Oh, and we got a bio burster this time. We had the Psy burst last time. We got the bio this time. This does the acid shield, right? Green hard light shield. Raise green shields around allies and apply acid to enemies. That's pretty sweet. Hello, new friend. You can get straight out there. And I actually think we'll put Gwen here, ready to go on the roof next turn. And, oh, I see, it doesn't have a roof. That's how we were able to land on it. Ah, mystery has been solved. Orcs can, fortunately, move past those civilians. Thanks to, you know, Reaper concealment being so damn good. So let's do that. Athos, on the other hand, is going to have to come the long way around.
Objective in range. Time to motor.
And it looks like we did see... Yes, we did. Cool. I want to move Kurog here, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hold position. We're going to have a repeat of last time. Got Hawks with us, we might as well use them to do the scouting. Turns out it would have been totally fine. And indeed, so would everything else. So then, right. In that case, let's, I'd love to fight here. Like, not on top of the bridge, just like around this general area. Oh, there's Calmwater, hey. So I think bringing Kurog probably... Yeah, we'll go here.
Getting it done.
And then we could push up with everybody. It's pretty pretty reasonably, I would expect.
Moving out. Move, move, move.
Gwen can take the roof.
Got it.
Pigeon. Okay. The fact that we haven't seen any enemies yet. Yes, that's what I was expecting. Just a huge mess of enemies by the objective.
Patrol nearby.
Which does seem to be a bit of a thing with the yellow alert mod, which we've been running throughout this campaign. Probably some config I can tweak for it, but a bit too late for that now, huh? At least for this mission. Nevertheless, let's see what we can do here. We've got a priest in our midst, so that's not going to be killed. I do think, though, Kurog's position here is going to be fine, and then we potentially just move forward onto this container a little bit later on, which also doubles up as being able to allow Kurog a reload. I probably want the group that this priest belongs to kind of come towards us a little bit more. I'm wondering, though, if maybe just grabbing this bridge with Kalani just for a bit of an idea of what's going on.
Looks like hostiles over here.
Okay. So we got one pack here, that pod down there. In that case, we're gonna push up on this group here. That's the play.
On it.
And that means that Kurog probably does in fact want to be up here, huh? At least for now. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be there soon. Good to go. The objective
And
is
that
here.
should be us. Very polite group of enemies here, moving towards exactly where we want them to be. Very kind of them. Make sure to send them a Christmas card. And if we can make it so they are actually out of sight of us, that would be ideal. So who is it that can see them? Hawks, right? Just Hawks? Because if it's just Hawks, then we can go. Let's operate on the assumption that it is just Hawks, and we'll open.
No longer a threat.
Unlucky on the pounce there, especially an 80% pounce. Right, Purifier. You gonna return fire on us? Gwen. Gwen. That's more like it, thank you.
That armor's tough.
My word. That was embarrassing, huh? I think we just clinch this. No muss, no fuss. Although that has totally had to be. Yeah, I can understand them hearing that. You know, the gigantic gun, the explosion, everything that just happened. We want to incendiary bomb this? And, well, no. Rephrase that question. Can we? No. Well, we can. It's more that, you know, it doesn't really accomplish anything because we don't catch both of them. Does a flamethrower catch both of them? No. Good grief. That's very unfortunate, actually. No, I don't think the quick burn's worth spending. I think we just go for the burn. And then, there's our friend. There's our friend. If we were to say move here. And yeah, that's acid. Put acid on the Viper and the Shield Bearer. So now this Viper, burning and acid, so 3 to 7 damage on the acid, and then potentially 2. So it's highly unlikely, but there's a chance that the Viper's dead on the next turn. It is highly unlikely though. And Rymia can't quite find a slash on it either, huh? Which isn't the greatest thing that could have happened, truth be told. Okay. Sodan. We bring Hawks back into cover from this direction, and if we take the shot at the Shield Bearer, 83 from the pistol versus 84. Wow, huge difference, but everything helps, everything counts, everything's important. Nice crit. 11 damage as well on the crit. It's pretty big. It's immune to the poison, isn't it? Yeah. Nevertheless, I do think this is worth going for. Alas, Kalani. And then we had Rymia, who I'd actually really like to take care of that Shield Bearer if it's all possible. Can we do it without the run and gun? Yes, although not from here. Let's go from here. Pop it. And that's the Exalt drop. Beautiful use of Untouchable there. And great return fire, that just seals the deal. A kill that I can absolutely get behind. Mind control, you say? That's a little bit of a problem because we don't have an immediate answer for dealing with that mind control. How do we deal with that mind control? Because we need to. That's the one thing I can say with absolute certainty. Okay, the question I suppose, it does have sustain. Okay then. Athos. Yes, suppression does in fact disorient. That's good news. What's on the Overwatch? You're on the Overwatch. That's really mean. Alright. Yeah, your suppression doesn't do the thing that I need it to do. You're going to run the Overwatch then. Okay. Job done. And then... Wow, Gwen needs a reload already. That's insane. You don't see the priest from there, do you? Yes, you do. Amazing.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Let's give us a standard suppression, I think.
Sit down.
And there we go. That's that problem solved. You know something? I can respect 75%. Especially with the crit. Nice amount of damage. And it means that you return fire for us, so hey. I'm just happy that you're with us, honestly, Mr. Bioburster.
Stay put. Ready to engage.
I think we just let Curon clean this up, right? Right. There's definitely a big... Bleh. That got away from me. There's definitely a big amount of enemies up by the objective. And, I am conscious of our turn timer as well. Let me not act as if I'm not. I think... Yeah, I think we are gonna just take a little bit of turn buying here. We have got Exalt about to drop on our heads. So I'm thinking we want to keep Kalani on the high ground for that purpose. Maybe we do, huh? Now here's a question. Does this trigger... It does. Well, that's useful.
Moving to fire position.
Well, that's very useful.
Okay, I'll go.
I feel like we've seen that before. But I just couldn't have been certain, you know? And now I am. And my life feels enriched. Don't know about you. Mine does. Alright, let's get ready for these dandies to appear then. I went a bit Old West there, didn't I? I do appreciate the consistency that the scariest Exalt units are always wearing the ludicrous helmets. So, like, you know, hi.
Roger that. On my way.
Although that's a specialist and not a skirmisher, so I take it all back. I think Karina there's a skirmisher.
On the move.
Nice pounce.
Under hit. Armor still holding.
Berserker Omega. That'll be our enemy unknown then. Hello. You're enormous. And terrifying. What on earth is a Berserker Omega? Asking for a friend.
Come get some.
The Berserker Omega will take an extra aggressive action anytime she is damaged by an offensive attack. Okay. So, every time we hit Berserker, it hits back. It takes 4 less damage from all melee. Well, I don't want to melee it anyway. Have you seen the size of the damn thing? Buff all Berserkers and Mutons, granting 10 offense, 20 defense, and 2 mobility. That's not very clever. And heats the area around, blah blah blah. Sets the area on fire, explosion and fire damage. And then it's got a devastating punch. No, it's not just Omega Punch. No, no, no. It's Omega Devastating Punch. Shreds armor and stuns. Okay, this thing needs to go. Powerhouse beasts created to destroy anything in their patch. They have the ability to level large areas in a matter of seconds. Well, you only got 45 hit points. Okay. Well then. My question for you is, are you immune to frost? To put it completely simply. Now, seeing as melee ain't going to be the play for the gigantic beast that's just come down upon us, instead, what we'll do is get after it on these Exalt. You fool. I liked that death cry. Damn you! Yeah, I'm not sadistic at all. Dip into cover, and then take the flank. 12 damage. Not quite enough to clinch it. But hey, take what you're given, right? Okay. Now, Kalani's safe to hopefully hold on. Do we take this from the high ground or do we take this from the low ground? We take it from the high ground. We're not as close as the low ground, but there's not much in it, so I think we run the risk of not clinching it. It has to move towards us, right? Oh, we can't find it though. What if we do this? Because I don't want it on the high ground. Okay, good. That gets rid of some of the armor. And that's exactly what we wanted it to do. And it missed as well. Bonus points. All in all, couldn't have gone better. Then we frost bomb it, and we do find the frost bomb. I probably should have gone for the... actually, I'm not sure Kalani has it. Making that a free action. It can be frozen. Which is best news I've heard all day. Although... Gwen doesn't see it, apparently. Interesting. But Gwen can totally come to here where Athos is. We'll pull Athos back. And then if we were to 78% on the rupture, Athos, don't let me down though? Oh, you've let me down. You've let me down. Oh well. And then what? Fanfire though? 100% on the fanfire. That should do some damage. Nice. Okay. Still frozen. So it's not like a ruler where like the reaction that it has reduces the amount of time left on freeze. So that's good. If you were to take that shot. Okay, nice hit. Great hit, in fact. How do you? And then, could you do it again, Hawks? You've landed some pretty good emergency shots in the past. My hero. Unfortunately, our dear friend here, Karina, who is in fact a skirmisher, that horrifying ability list, is still very much alive. But that's just our burden to bear, huh? 20% crit chance on this. Just, I mean, I don't even know why I'm entertaining the idea that it would crit, right? We live in hope, huh? Go for it. Just get the damage in. It did crit. It's left on 2 hit points, but it did crit. And it's still frozen. Amazing. Okay. Well, as much as I'd like to have seen it in action, I'm glad we haven't. Because it's a scary looking thing.
Deflection.
And yeah, this is the map now, isn't it? If it's on this map, it's in combat with us. This is a lot of enemies. Wow. Killed by friendly fire. What a way to go, huh? Gwen, I hope you're taking notes on how to not get hit by bullets here. My word. Oh, don't shoot, Kurog. Just shoot the thing that's right in front of you and in the open.
On the move. Heal him up.
I'm not sure when that shield bearer took damage, but apparently it did. Is that what you're doing, is it? But you're going a little bit all over the world. And now you go for that.
My position's been compromised.
You fool. That was definitely wow, how many actions do you have? Good grief. Okay. We're currently in combat with 13 enemies. Which is not a small amount of enemies. However, that is one hell of a gas bomb, huh? Yeah, we'll reload and then we're gonna launch that for sure. Need to make sure I find it again. No, we want more. There it is. There's the moneymaker. You love to see it. All of that armor shred and the poison. Pretty happy with that. Gwen's got one bullet in the chamber, so can we make it count, Gwen? Yes.
It hit the plate. All set. Rock and roll.
And can our friend? Yeah. Okay. Let's get some acid on the go then. Does mean that we're not getting as much shielding on everyone else, but I'll take putting acid on all of that. I think that's a reasonable trade. Now, you are going to retribution, aren't you? The lightning reflexes are going to just stop you from being able to do so.
Running and gunning.
Okay. I'm not going to pretend I was expecting the lightning reflexes to do that, but I'll absolutely take it.
Did you say so?
Most important shotgun blast of your life here, though. Come on. Nope. Oh, dear. Well,
Still moving.
at least Untouchables are still present and accounted for.
Ammo here.
Hawks 58% from downtown. No go.
My sights are off.
73 with your actual rifle, though. Ah, good grief. That's not terrific. Well, for the finale of this turn... Well, it's not the finale, actually. Yeah, Kalani's still got moves to make. But, I'd prefer to do this without connecting... Yeah, that's going to be the one.
Start running.
It might still connect with our shield bearer friend, to be fair, but... It doesn't. It's good. And it opens up that entire little area there for Kalani to just complete the set, really. This is acid, poison, and now burning. We are going to have to move to make the connection that we need, but that's fine.
Whatever you say.
And that's the moneymaker right there. Okay, yeah, I was going to be severely disappointed if they both survived, considering everything that we've just inflicted them with. And I don't know if our Bioburster friend survives this turn, given where they are. They might. Strange things have happened. Oof. Not with that kind of attitude, they're not going to survive. They're hanging in there. They've got 5 hit points left. Yeah, that's expected. Four hit points left. I was wondering what had gotten into there and was causing the camera to keep flashing back to it. And he's down. Oh, Elite Paladin Bioburster. You were too good for this world. The unfeeling, unthinking side of me is just like, yes, the Elite Paladin Bioburster did the work that we needed it to do. And that includes dying for the cause.
Not good. Needle coming through.
It would be kind of nice to potentially try and capture one of these Exalt. But you really need to go, my friend, actually. Yeah, capturing Exalt. It would be really nice to go for it, but given the fact that we are still 10 enemies deep, it's not presently on the agenda.
Not good.
But say, for example, well, I'd like to have captured a specialist, but maybe not. But like, you know, the skirmisher there wouldn't be a bad call either. Fortunately, by me, it is a reload now.
Reloaded.
That should be the mech dealt with, and sure enough.
Enemy down.
And there is an argument to be made for bringing Gwen up here to sink some shots into the Muton. It's Kalani's. That's not my favourite. We could. Actually, does it have Retribution? It doesn't. Okay. Maybe we'll bring Kalani around here. Nice. Okay. KKK. I still kind of wonder if going up with Gwen's... No, you know what? Let's shield charge in. Good little stun there.
Roger. Holding.
That's all of the shielding that Gwen still has, plus 5 armor, and I like that very much indeed.
Hit the armor.
Kurog should now be able to blow some stuff up. And Hawks... Does Hawks find the Muton? No. Isn't the greatest thing, to be honest. However, Athos doesn't either? What? Surely. Yeah, you do, you do.
Moving to designated
Target previews. Telling the truth. I think the correct thing to do is just go for the guarantee here. Queue up reloads, and Hawks can step forward a bit. I like the idea of flanking this Ballistarius very much indeed. 81 on the rifle versus 66. Okay, yeah, we go for the 81 then. It's not bad at all. Especially when you land a kill like that. My word. And a promotion. You love to see it.
My ammunition is almost gone.
Some solid work in from Untouchable there. Same about the return fire mishap.
Come on, smoke it. Hey!
Not too worried about Gwen burning because we're going to shield wall. Oh well, we're not going to shield wall, we're going to get stasis, which is effectively just as good. At least for now.
Fire's getting close here.
Okie doke. 5 to go. All of a sudden going for this capture does seem worth it. We need Rymir to... Not that one. Not that one. Wait. Ah, it's in that corner. We need Rymir over here. In order to make it work. And they wouldn't be able to do anything else. We don't really have turns. Yeah, we don't have the turns, do we? Well, we could buy some, I guess. I don't know. Don't know. I think it's probably a Hesh shell job, this, isn't it? Yeah? That looks really good, actually. I'll take that. Take that action. Gets rid of the shield on the Purifier and put a hurt on the old Muton there.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
You can really not get out of there without being set on fire. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the capture on that. As much as I'd like to, I can't justify it. I'd love to justify it, I honestly would, but I can't. Let's go for the 87 on the Muton here. Great work.
We are known to them. My ammo has run dry.
Athos actually just goes for a reload. Barney, we can hunker down. Let's grab another turn. Oh, for Christ's sake, this fire! Let's just go for the shot. Amazing shot. I wasn't expecting the hit, honestly. I had resigned myself to just missing that shot, being on fire, and altogether being disappointed. Shield burst's gonna hurt Gwen now. Yep, there it is. Although I only took the shielding off, actually. Got a feeling Gwen needs another reload. This is likely to connect. Yeah, there it goes. That's that means the priest has to go. And there goes our would-be capture target that I wasn't going to go for. Glad we didn't bother with that loot from the looks of things. Would have been disappointed by picking that up. Okay. I think we just go for the reload here. And then make the commitment. Yeah. I've got to say, Hawks is critting like crazy this mission. It's an absolute machine for the crits. Lives for the crits. I wonder if this would be a pretty big get if it lands the way I want it to. It doesn't. Yes, it would have been too much. What about the Shredstorm? That's not really going to accomplish much either. We haven't really had a chance to use the Shredstorm this mission, huh? Okay. And what was the flame? We can at least... Okay, we'll do this. Burn this fool. Gets rid of the mind control for us, and then we'll send the Shredstorm down on the shield bearer there, get rid of its armor. And then we could probably just kill the Purifier, right, Kalani? Never doubted you for a second. You don't need to reload, you were just all out of shots, huh? Fair enough.
Hard target, minimal damage.
Would like another kill with Kurog, but I don't think it's going to happen. Can at least use it to grab us another turn here. Two active? What's still left? What am I missing? Oh, the priest, of course. Oh, that miss.
I'll get him next time. Oh, that didn't feel good.
That miss ain't good. Don't feel good. Don't like it. Don't recommend it. No stars. I really should have gone for the... I should have just shot it instead of trying to be stylish. The reason behind trying to be stylish was just to get Gwen closer to the objective. Never mind, eh? One more kill for Kurog? I'd say so, yeah. And then Hawks can grab this loot simply by virtue of being the next person on the list within range. Nothing terribly exciting there. And last but not least, Gwen can cap the objective. And our work here is done. That went alright. Soldier killed was our guest star, the Bioburster, who did some solid work in that mission. Let's not pretend they didn't. MVP to Gwen, 111 damage. Berserker Omega is the most hated unit simply by virtue of getting the Vanfire sunk into its face. Shot accuracy is quite low for Gwen, otherwise though, and only 4 kills, but still, good mission all around. 6 kills for Kurog is amazing, and 70 damage, 5 shot accuracy. So 6 kills, 5 shots, I guess. I wonder if the objective thing there that we got at the end is what counters. I don't know. 3 kills for Hawks and a promotion, and 7 of 9 shot accuracy. And the crits that Hawks was hitting would just seem to be non-stop. Kill for Athos, 50 damage. Engineer life. Sapper life for Kalani, 38 damage and 2 kills. And then 78 damage and 4 kills for Rymir. yeah. MVP's going to places where it doesn't normally go. Typically, if we have an assault infantry, they get it, but for the last 2 missions we've had an assault infantry on, they haven't been on the receiving end of the MVP award.
For years, these radicals have threatened the Union.
Dawn of a new day, where the assault infantry is no longer the powerhouse.
Destruction of vital infrastructure. They would
Presumably. I mean, I still think they're awesome.
way of life. We must follow the example of the elders. As long as there's even one Reaper left standing,
Promotion on Hawks is super nice.
that they're still in the fight.
Getting closer to Major. Major's when Hawks gets access to Face Off, which we put to use with Griffith on the recent retaliation mission. But now, though, we kind of we want to pick up Haunt at some point. We also want Death from Above. For our captain rank, though, I do believe we'll go with Weak Point just for that. Although, do we go for Weak Point? Because we can just slap the AP rounds on Orcs there. I actually think Precise Strike's the way to go, seeing as we can run AP rounds comfortably as well, might I add. And yeah, nothing particularly interesting in the loot list. But even so, actually, we did get a coil rifle and a Gauss cannon. They're not going to be too relevant for much longer, but still, they're nice to have. In fact, they're not really relevant at all. We've got weapons of our own, thank you very much. All said, we've countered generic combat ships, which I am incredibly happy about. And 17 available means that any UFO-related action isn't going to be too problematic at 16 force level. Not worried about that at all. 3 days until our next mission. So we'll head back up to America and get back to work on scanning for these crystals and Illyrium crystals and alien alloys. Crystal alloys and alien Illyrium. We'll scan for the stuff that's in this cave. There you go. As much as I'd love that engineer, nope. And there we go. Assault mission expiring in 3 hours to neutralize the field commander and counter the other main dark event for this month that we want to get rid of, which is, of course, genetic strengthening. Signal jamming is also something that I'd like to counter, but at this point in the campaign, it's less important that we do so. So it might be the case that we let that one ride. At the moment, kind of waiting for the UFO to make its move before we take on the Black Site Vial Coordinates mission, because ultimately I want to take an A team to, even though I hate doing that, I'm just using that phrasing. I just need to accept my lot in life and use that phrasing. I want to take an experienced team to the Black Site Vial Coordinates mission, but equally I need an experienced team for when the UFO makes its move, so these are the burdens I must bear. 9 days until Troll Pants is psionically graded, and 2 days until we unlock the last set of plasma tier weapons, the Plasma Lance, which is the sniper rifles. And then we have to make another decision on terms of what our research is going to look like. So that's, that's fun. That's the life we lead here on the Avenger in XCOM. For now, we'll call it a day. Thank you very, very much, as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.